Dear students, this is ninth biology video class, chapter 18, organization of tissues, part 5. Organization of tissues, part 5. Last class we have started animal tissues, then what is simple tissue we have seen, what is compound tissue we have seen, then epithelial tissue we have seen. In that functions of epithelial tissues we are seen here. This is what the functions of epithelial tissues we are seen. In types of simple epithelium we have started. In the types of simple epithelium we have completed squamous epithelium tissues here. Then cuboidal epithelial tissue here. This is what the cuboidal epithelial tissue we have completed in the last video class. The next topic is the one columnar epithelial tissue. What is the one? Columnar simple epithelial tissue. So here this is the structure of columnar epithelium. This is the structure of columnar epithelium. It is composed of a single layer of slender, soft one. Slender means soft one, elongated one, pillar-like cells. Pillar-like cells. Their nuclei are located at the base. The nuclei are located at the base. It is found lining the stomach. So where does it this columnar epithelium found means lining of the stomach, gallbladder, bile duct, small intestine, then colon, then oviducts. So in these parts, the columnar epithelium tissues are present and also form mucous membrane. So this columnar epithelial tissue also form the mucous epithelium. They'll ask you one word underline. What do you mean by mucus? So gel-like substance, that is because of mucous membrane. This also forms the mucous membrane. The main functions is the one secretions and absorptions. Secretions and absorptions. So these are the informations about columnar epithelium. This is the diagram you can go through. The next topic is the one ciliated epithelium. Next one is the one, the fourth types of simple epithelium is the one ciliated epithelium. Cilia-like structure, that is why it is called as a ciliated epithelium. Okay, here a certain columnar cells bear a numerous delicate hair-like outgrowth called cilia. The columnar cells, in that numerous means more, delicate means it's soft one, hair-like structures outgrow, they are only called as a cilia. They are only called as a cilia. And that is we call as a ciliated epithelium. Their function is to move particles or mucus in a specific directions over the epithelium. Here this is the structure of ciliated epithelium, hair-like structures. So the function is to move particles or mucus in a specific directions over the epithelium. The epithelium, they'll move here and there. For direction purpose it is used. It is seen in the tracheae of windpipe, trachea of windpipe, bronchioles of the respiratory tract, kidney tubules, and fallopian tubes of oviducts. In this area, the ciliated epitheliums are located. Ciliated epitheliums are located. So this is what information about ciliated epithelium. So far we have seen. The next topic, the last topic of simple epithelium is the one. The last tissues of simple epithelium is the one glandular epithelium. What is that one? Glandular epithelium. Epithelial cells are often modify to form specialized glands cells. Often modify means change to form specialized gland cells which secretes chemical substances. It secretes chemical substances at the epithelial surface. So this lining the gastric glands, pancreatic tubules, intestinal glands. So this called glandular. Glandular means, what do you mean by glandular? Glandular means secretions. Used for the secretions. This line the gastric glands, the stomach glands, pancreatic tubules, intestine glands. So in this area, these parts are in this organ, this glandular epitheliums are present. The next topic is the one compound epithelium. So as we have seen the simple epithelium completed, and next one is the one compound epithelium. It is consists of more than one layer of cells. It gives a stratified appearance. It gives stratified appearance one. Hence, they are also known as stratified epithelium. The main function of this epithelium is to give protection to the underlying the tissues against the mechanical and chemical stress. So this compound epithelium, they give protection against of mechanical, the movement we see, disturbing, and chemical stress, they giving protection. What is protection? Safeguard. Safe only because of protections. They also cover dry surface of the skin. This compound epithelium, they also cover dry surface of the skin, moist surface of the buccal cavity, and pharynx. Moist means what? Wet. Like structure which presents in the mouth always seems to be wet, and pharynx also wet. In these parts, these compound epitheliums are present. There is a small information bits. Epithelial tissues in the skin functions as a waterproof membrane. They'll ask you one word. Dash tissues are perform as a waterproof membrane. They'll ask you which one. Epithelial tissues. Just note it down. Important one word. Then next topic is the one. Yeah, this is what the structure of compound epithelium. You can go through multi-layered cells. The compound epithelium are completed. The next type of tissue is the one connective tissues. So there are four types of tissues we have seen. Epithelial tissue we have completed. A. Then B is the one connective tissue. Now we have started B, connective tissue. It is one of the most abundant and widely distributed tissues. What is abundant? More. Widely distributed means they are distributed throughout the tissues. More tissues. It provides structural framework and gives support. They give structure framework and support to the different tissue forming organs. It prevents organs from getting displaced by body movements. It prevents organ from getting displaced by body movement. What does it mean? Displaced means the position should not be changed. For that purpose, these connective tissues are used. That's what they say here. This connective tissue prevents the organs from getting displaced by body movement. Whenever the body goes for under movement, whenever we go for walking and running during that time, this connective tissues makes the internal organ uh, to be proper position, to be fixed in a proper position. For that purpose, these connective tissues are used. The component of the connective tissues are intercellular substance known as matrix. The intercellular substance, underline intercellular substance called as a matrix, connective tissue cells and fibers. The connective tissues are classified into following. One is the one connective tissues proper. Connective tissues proper, that is areolar, and adipose tissues, areolar and adipose tissues. Then supportive connective tissues, cartilage and bone. Cartilage and bone. The connective tissues are tissue proper is the one areolar and adipose tissues. The supportive tissues, connective tissue is the one cartilage and bone. The next tissues is the one here. The dense connective tissues. Dense connective tissues, that is we call as a tendons and ligaments. Then fluid connective tissues, blood and lymph. So these are the types of connective tissues. We'll see one by one. First tissues is the one connective tissues. First tissues is the one connective tissues. The connective tissues proper consists of collagen fibers, elastin fibers, fibroblast cells. Underline these two. Underline these three types of fibers. We'll see one by one. Areolar tissues. It has cells and fibers loosely arranged in the semi-fluid ground substance called the matrix. In the matrix, they are loosely arranged. That's what they say here. It takes the form of fine thread crossing each other in every direction, leaving a small space called as a areolar. Small space is called as a areolar. It joins the skin to muscles, fills space inside the organs, and is found around the muscles, blood vessels and nerves. In this place and at all, these areolar tissues are found. It helps in repair of tissues after injury and fixes skin to underlying the muscles. Here I'll show you the structure of areolar tissues. This is the word structure of areolar tissues. So that's why they say it takes forms of fine thread crossing each other. Look like thread-like structures crossing each other in every direction, leaving a small space called as areola. Small space are there. That is was areolar. The next we'll see in the areola itself. We'll see the functions of it. Areola itself. We'll see functions of it. Here, it joins to the skins to muscles, fills space inside the organ, and found around the muscles, blood vessels, nerves. It helps in repair of tissues after injury and fixes the skin to the underlying muscles. The next topic is the one, next tissue is the one, adipose tissues. So connective tissues, there are two types. One is the one areolar, we have completed. The next one is the one adipose tissues. Here, so this is the structure of adipose tissues. Adipocytes and adipose tissues. Adipocytes, the parts are given here. The adipose tissues. Adipose tissues is the aggregations of fat cells. The fat cells will be joined together. That is, this say as aggregations of fat cells or adipocytes. Yeah, this is what we call as adipocytes. Spherical or oval in shape. It serves as the fat reservoirs. It serves as the fat reservoirs. Let's see, storage of fat. That is, they say as a fat reservoirs. They are found in subcutaneous tissues. They are found in subcutaneous tissues between internal organs. They are found in subcutaneous tissues between internal organs around the heart and kidneys. They act as shock absorbers around the kidneys and eyeballs. Whenever we have sudden shock in the kidney as well as the eyes, yeah, these tissues, these adipose tissues are helpful to absorb that shock. That's what they say here, shock absorbers. They also regulate the body temperature by acting as insulators. Acting as insulators. The next one is the one supportive connective tissues. Here, the supporting skeletal connective tissues. Supporting skeletal connective tissues form the endoskeleton. Skeleton which are made up of inside, that is because of endoskeleton of vertebrate body which protects the various organs and helps in the locomotion. Supportive connective tissues act as an endoskeleton of vertebrates. Vertebrates means the animals which have backbone, they call as a vertebrate. And they also protect various organs and are also used for the help use in locomotion. So you know what you mean by locomotion? Moving from one place to another place. That is because of locomotion. The supportive tissues include cartilage, and bone. Cartilage and bone. Here we'll see what is cartilage. What is cartilage? They are soft, semi-rigid, and flexible, and are less vascular in nature. Cartilage means the soft bone, they say. The matrix is composed of large cartilage cells called as a chondrocytes. Chondrocytes. Underline important one word. These cells are present in fluids filled space known as a lacunae. They'll ask you what is lacunae, 2 marks. Just underline. So that's all about information about cartilage. So today we have seen different types of connective tissues. Connective tissues we have seen two types, areolar and adipose tissues. The next supportive tissues we have started. In that cartilage we have completed, and also we have seen types of simple epithelium. After complete simple epithelium we have started compound epithelium tissues only. We are going it now. We are going, just go through the topic what we have discussed today. If you have any doubt you can contact me. Okay, bye, take care.